Thank you everyone for being here for the testimony of Special Counsel Robert Mueller. I think I speak for the entire nation when I say we are very excited to hear the things you have to say in your own words. And on behalf of all Republicans, let me just say thank you for your service, Mr. Mueller. You're a decorated war veteran and an all-around stand-up guy. You're also an incompetent, biased old ass, and we will do everything we can to twist your words out of context to further the Trump agenda. Thank you, Mr. Democrat, Mr. Republican, for forcing me to speak here today. Just a reminder, I will not speak on any ongoing investigation, nor will I utter a single phrase that is not mentioned inside of this report. If you would like me to expand further upon the report, please tell me which page you are referring to, and I will tell you to just look at the report. Sound good? Oh yeah, that's fine. Okay, so let's begin with Russia. Mr. Mueller, is it your understanding that Russia interfered with the election? Yes. And did Russia want Donald Trump to win? Generally, yes. And members of the Trump campaign sent private polling data to Russia? Yup. And then Russia used that information to target their ads and fake news in the most efficient way possible. Bingo. So the Trump campaign colluded with Russia. Excuse me? Your time is up. It's my turn now. Mr. Mueller, is it true that there's no legal definition of collusion? Yes, that is correct. But colloquially speaking, collusion and conspiracy are the same thing, right? I don't know, maybe not. But in your report you said they kind of are the same thing. Okay, so if conspiracy and collusion are the same thing, and there's no law against collusion, then there's definitely no law against conspiracy. Boom! Got him! No, I think you're misunderstanding. Sorry, I have very little time. Moving on to my next question. Mr. Mueller, when did you become part of the deep state? The what? Time's up, my turn. Mr. Mueller, your report lists multiple instances where Trump tried to limit your investigation. That is correct? Now, can you read out loud for us the section of the report where you say this? No, I don't really want to. So you won't read out loud the words of the report. The report that you reported. Nope. Okay. So the report basically says that Trump asked multiple people multiple times to stop or hinder your investigation. Sounds like something I'd say. But you won't. Okay. So Donald Trump asking to hinder the investigation would be obstructing the investigation, wouldn't it? Yes, it would be. So the president obstructed justice. I defer to the language in the report. But the report doesn't actually say anything. Oopsie. Time's up. My turn. Mr. Mueller, have you ever heard the term innocent until proven guilty? Yes, I have. But you also said that you cannot indict a sitting president. That is the opinion of the Department of Justice. So you're saying Trump is innocent? No, I didn't say that. But you're not charging him with a crime. Only because he's the president. So he's innocent. No. Well, now that we've proven he's innocent, let's talk about Hillary Clinton for a second. Time's up. Thank God that Clinton thing was going nowhere. Mr. Mueller, back to a specific case of obstruction. In your report, you say that Donald Trump asked Don McGahn to fire you. Is that correct? Yes, that's correct. Can you please read what Donald Trump asked McGahn to do? Out loud. Please refer to my report. Okay. Essentially, you said that Trump tried to force McGahn to fire you. Then McGahn said that he was going to resign because of this? Yes, that happened. And to be clear, just because Trump's attempt at obstruction was not successful, that doesn't mean he didn't obstruct justice. Correct. So, Trump obstructed justice. Am I going crazy here? What is happening? I don't understand what's happening here. Time's up. My turn. Mr. Mueller, were you ever actually fired? Not to my knowledge, no. Thank you. So if you weren't fired, how could Trump have possibly obstructed justice? I mean, did you hear what I just told the Democrats? Has it shown up on Fox News yet? I don't think so. Then no. Moving on, I want to talk about the Steele dossier. I can't comment on that. And why not? It's an ongoing investigation. So you didn't investigate it. That wasn't in my job description. That all happened well before. And you're really not going to comment on it? It's pretty common knowledge that I can't talk about ongoing investigations. But that means that it's being investigated. You understand that, right? Let the record show that Mr. Mueller will not comment on the Steele dossier. Thank God we have Attorney General William Barr to investigate this for us. Which is why I can't... Sorry, I'm not going to listen to a guy that wrote a report with 0 Republicans. I'm a Republican. Moving on. Obama once said that... Time's up, my turn? Okay, Mr. Mueller, let's go over this obstruction thing one more time, okay? Okay, so there are three things that, if all are present, indicate an obstruction of justice. That's an obstructive act, a nexus to an official proceeding, and corrupt intent. Is that correct? Yes. So, by ordering someone to fire the special counsel, that would be an obstructive act. And that act would have had direct consequences for an official proceeding. So far, so good? Yes. And you have evidence that Trump did indeed have corrupt intent. Yes, I do. So that would mean, if you could just finish the thought, that would mean that he obstructed. I'll refer you to the language of my report. Jesus, you are not going to give us that soundbite, are you, Mueller? Nope. Shit. Yeah, well, we're out of time. That's it. We are out of the allotted time for this hearing, so if I may say something to close us out. Sure, whatever. I just wanted to understand what happened here today. Republicans tried to trip me up on my own words and paint me as a biased man because they don't have the backbone to stand up to a president who has done some pretty sketchy things. Is that fair? I don't know. Yeah. And Democrats call me down here for what? So I could just read out loud the same thing I've written down in my report? You guys just wanted a soundbite to lean on because you don't have the backbone to continue to investigate this president even though he is doing some very sketchy things. Is that about right? What? People don't like to read. So, if I'm understanding this correctly, Republicans don't have the moral conviction to stand up to one of their own when their country needs them to the most, and Democrats don't have the moral conviction to take a stand against a corrupt leader. I guess. Yeah, pretty much. But both of you guys are going to walk away from here and make me the bad guy, aren't you? Oh, absolutely. Oh, well, yeah, that goes without saying. Well, shit.